you have Sam Wilson, who is a black superhero, who is Marvel's second black superhero after Black Panther, a seminal character.
Second? I thought he was first.
Second. He's the second. Black Panther was first.
Oh, you mean in the comics?
In the comics,
okay,
yeah.
Got it.
So he is the second black superhero that Marvel had that people had to follow. They made a Mego of him when I was a kid. I remember having my Falcon. So pretty seminal character.
And I like him in the movie.
Yeah.
Like, he's great.
If he was leading the Avengers as Falcon, nobody would have a problem. But you have to make him... For one, it's such a cheap way to do it, but you're giving basically the black person, the white person's hand-me-downs, and this I'm taking this from Eric July, my friend Eric July. So you're giving the black person the white person's hand-me-downs because the white person's more legitimate. Because that costume's more legitimate. When Falcon is a legitimate character on his own, and if you want to make him better, do what they did with Iron Man. Was never an A-list character in the Marvel comics.
No, he was fucking secondary for a long time.
But he's A-list now because they made him into an A-list character. You can do the same thing with Falcon.
But if they made Falcon lead the Avengers right now as Falcon, I don't think anybody would have a fucking problem because he's been there since what?
Not at all.
Winter Soldier?
Not like it would be better. Putting him in this hybrid Falcon, he looks like a fucking downhill skier. And like...
He looks like Frozone from The Incredibles.
He does. And then, like, if you want to think about it, like, if I was drawing the comic, I'd go, well, how does this work that a guy with no powers is wielding a shield with wings? What if he fucking throws the shield and it clips one of his wings and he's got no power and
he dies in a plane crash?
He dies. Like, and he's not a super soldier, so he shouldn't
He's a human. That's the craziest part. It's
he
like,
is a regular human. He can
human.
get broken pretty easily. You know, Bucky, superpowers. He's got a superpower and the arm, you know.
You're like, this dude's fucking normal, though. As you're saying, it is that, hey, we have to make him Captain America for whatever reason instead of, hey, like, we can just make this dude as
we need
badass.
a black man as Captain America. Let's pick that Falcon. What's the black one that's not called Black something? Falcon. We'll do that.
And they built it up. Bucky is literally the equivalent of Captain America. They're both the same fucking age. They grew up together. They both have super human serum, like all that shit. It's the same picture, and they built it up. They nodded to it throughout and then they fucking had
his story of redemption because he was used as a sleeper soldier, assassinating Americans and all this, and for him to take the mantle, like it meant something.
Yeah.
Sam just like, hey, he was hanging around as like their little buddy, and then he just gets promoted. Why? Not because he's powerful. He's not like particularly smart strategy. He might be a good leader if you show that later. But he doesn't have any money. In Falcon and Winter Soldier, he gets denied a fucking bank loan.
Yeah, and then he gets...
He does. There's a scene where, because he's black, he gets denied a bank loan to buy a boat because it's fucking retarded.
For his secondary business for his sister.
He doesn't know, Pepper Potts. He doesn't know, he didn't know Tony Stark, who was dead at the time. He doesn't know a few people that are probably really fucking rich.
Despite being an Avenger.
Despite being an Avenger.
Holy shit, I forgot about that.
If David Hogg can get into fucking Harvard...
Yeah.
Falcon can get a loan for a boat.
I forgot about that entire sequence where it's like he was an Avenger. He fought along all these people, and then he can't afford a boat because
He's black. You can't get a bank loan.
That's the equivalent to being like a pop star at that, like in that universe, right?
Yeah.
Like, you're one of the
like,
most famous people on earth.
Do a YouTube video that will pay for every bill you.
Dude, go fund me. Like everybody pay for every bill. Like, hey, I saved your ass. In the battle.
Saved the world.
And it's not just like having a Medal of Honor or something like that. Like in the fucking like Spider-Man movies, as soon as Tony Stark dies, like there's murals everywhere of Iron Man. Like it's a very public zeitgeist. These are the heroes.
Yeah, dude, I forgot about that. And then, yes, he just handed the shield, and you're like,
yep,
brother.
So what you're saying is the Marvel Universe is pushing the black man down.
Yes, they are.
I mean, they wouldn't let him get a fucking boat.
They wouldn't let him get a boat, and they had to hand him a costume of a character he doesn't even fit the power sec for, just because they wanted to have a black Captain America. And if that's your only reason of doing it, then that's kind of fucking racist if you think about it. For just a half a second.
You could have had a very powerful movie. And that's the best side. It's not the approach of like, oh, that's racist to say that. It's like, no, it's more racist to feel that is how you make that movie happen versus, hey, look, watch. We can do a movie separate, build this guy's
Make a
lore.
Falcon movie. They did a Falcon series. Make a Falcon movie. That's all you need to do.
While I didn't really like the writing for that show, I do like the banter between Bucky and Falcon.
Yeah,
I think they are
though.
very funny. Together.
So here's the racism. Why not just make a solo Falcon movie with a black star? Well, the reason is they know it wouldn't sell. And they don't want to put the investment in it to make it sell, which will be good writing. It's much easier. Hey, let's put Captain America's clothes on him, on the black person, and that'll sell the movie. Hey. I mean, think about that a little bit. If they were really about this shit, they would take Falcon. They would put the top-notch writer, a top-notch director, and make a Falcon movie.
And it would sell. The dumbest
Marvel
part
fans would have no problem with this.
No, like everyone would fucking love that approach. We've talked about it multiple times. It's like, hey, why cater or force this audience versus, how
can you tell me a Falcon show or movie wouldn't sell, but you're making Agatha all along? Like, are you fucking kidding me?
You're spending the same amount of money on a TV show for something nobody wanted.
Panther was a great example of like, look how good that did. And it wasn't creating a new thing. It was like, hey, like Black Panther.
Of course not. They took the plot from Lion King.
Established character. Took the plot from Lion King. No, established character.
It is 100%. As soon as you realize that Black Panther is the fucking Lion King with Michael B. Jordan, it's kind of great.
And it's a super mid movie, but like at least it was a character that I read when I was a kid and I liked a lot.
I liked it a lot more the second time I watched it.
I think the CG is dog shit.
It is,
but at least it has a good villain. And Chadwick Boseman was a really good Black Panther.
Yes,
the best version of it's in Civil War, but he was a really fun. And they should have recast him. And instead, they exploited his death and didn't put Black Panther in the Black Panther. Well, the Black Panther wasn't in the Black Panther sequel, but they made him a skinny little girl at the end of the fucking movie. It was such a bait and switch and terrible, and it pissed off all the Black Panther fans. They're like, we should. Chadwick Boseman wanted them to.
I never saw the second.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah,
Wakanda Forever. They destroy. Well, not only Black Panther, they destroy Namor. Namor is so fucking dumb in that movie.
They got rid of.
He's Namor.
Who is it?
He's Namor. They make Prince Namor, who, like, if you look at him in the comics, like, if you're going to say if he's another race, probably Asian. That'd be probably my guess is Asian. They make him into, like, a Mayan god, but he's a mutant. And they can't say Submariner, so they call him Namor. And it's I can't really express how not the character it is. It's so fucking bad. And it was done for identity politics.
That was his new name. It's not his dead name. Don't say his dead name.
I can't.
Dear God.
That's true. I shouldn't be dead naming
you fucking bigot.
Namor. I'm a bigot.
So because he went through, that's the one he died before that one was released, or like halfway through filming, or like at the beginning. Of filming?
He died.
He died before.
He died
it was
before.
released. Or before it was filmed.
Like he was dying when he filmed Endgame. His scenes for Endgame.
Yeah.
Which also shout out to that dude, because that is
holy shit. Yeah.
He never said a goddamn thing. Like
I didn't even know he was sick.
Yeah. Literally, it was that, and then passed, and everyone was like, "Holy shit!" He went through all this without saying a thing, and then that got him more respect for all the roles he did leading up to that. And then you have that turd that fell right after, and you're like, "My guy, this is an easy layup at this point."
Well, dude, it's like filming our little things that we do. You know, we'll do like 2-3 day film days, and we're like, "Fuck, we're wrecked." That dude went through that whole movie like dying of cancer and just held up as a champ.
Which explains why like his bit was short, like outside of the CG suit and everything, but still like colon cancer is very aggressive. Yeah. From my understanding, like that's one of those like you find out you have it and you die.
Yeah, that's what killed my dad. So it's brutal. It's brutal to watch. So like he had major balls for like the way he went about it and stuff.